Hey, what's up, guys? It is not heavy, but it's lightly raining outside. That's not going to stop me from going to the mail as soon as I get a notification that my disc has arrived. For those of you guys that don't know, I'm sponsored by Rogue Disc, one of the best online retailers in the game. And we are doing a challenge right now. We were assigned a random disc, and we were challenged to go to the course and do like a one disc review with these discs. So I'm gonna open up the disc that I just got because it just came in the mail. I'll show you what it is. I'm actually kind of excited about this one. Rogue Discs. I ordered two of them, same plastic, couple different weights though. Look at these. They are from Yikun, and it is a putt and approach disc. It's the Yikun Claws in the tiger plastic. It's a 1-speed, 3 glide, 0 turn, and a 0.5 fade. So, and look at this. It's like a Tupperware lid. This is like a polecat. It's like similar to the Berg. The Berg, they say they've got a number 2 fade on the Berg. I've never considered that like a stable disc. It's very neutral. The Berg always just throws straight, point and shoot. But this is probably gonna be pretty dang similar. I'm actually really excited about it. So like I said, I got it in 2 plastics. This one's a 170, it says 170 to 172, and then this one's a 167 to 169. So I'm gonna be throwing these. I'll get about 6 holes on camera for you guys that I'm gonna just play with this only, and so you guys can see how it flies, and I'll drive with it, approach with it, putt with it, and we'll get a good idea of how this is. Now, don't forget, if you go onto my Instagram bio, there's a link in there. Use that link when you go onto roguedisc.com to shop for any discs. On top of that, if you use my promo code JARED10, Jared 10, then you get 10% off your orders. Go ahead and shop online, use the link in my bio, use the discount code JARED10, get your 10% off, and then look for this video coming up. All right, have a good one, guys. Hey, what's up, guys? Over at Freestone Park to do my one disc challenge. As I've said in my intro, I've got the Yikun Claws in the tiger plastic. I've got it in 2 different weights. I've got the 170, 172, and then a 167, 169. They're probably not gonna throw that much different from each other, but I'm gonna be throwing them both just so I can, have multiple throws. And then I think I'm also going to throw this Berg in here. Again, it's a one disc challenge. This is the disc that counts, but I'm going to show how it compares with this Berg. They're similar shape. I believe they're a similar style of intent on a disc. This has a little bit more fade, 1102. This has like almost no fade. It's a 130.5. So, but I'm going to get out here. I'm first going to do some putting practice here so we can just kind of see how they putt. Pretty much exactly the type of plastic I like. It reminds me also of, I think it's a Dynamic Discs, Disc Mania Link, and it's blue color, and it's in the soft exo plastic, and it just feels a lot like this. So. Let's see what a 20-footer feels like. Must have hit high, can't tell. I'm at Freestone Park. I'm at hole 1. Probably can't see this. It is 190 feet, but I've measured it before. It's like 207 maybe, or maybe it was 197. I don't know. But I got my tiger plastic Yikun Claws. This is like a Tupperware lid. So first hole, first throw, I've literally never thrown this disc. We got the basket straight out there. I'm gonna throw both of these and then I'm gonna throw the Berg so we can kind of see how they compare. It's supposed to be a point and shoot straight thrower, so see how it goes. Okay, I'll take a bullseye on the first throw. And that one's gonna be more to the left. You can see a little bit of fade when there's a little hyzer on it. Let's throw the Berg. I'm gonna try to throw it as level as I can. Oh, that was bad. You can see the amount of fade looks like the exact same from the claws to the Berg. So we'll go and we'll putt with these things. So far, so good. That actually had some pretty good glide, and literally my first one's about 10 feet from it. All right, guys. So here's where my second Yikun one, the heavier weight one, went. First one's over there. There's the basket. Anyways, I'm gonna throw with my Berg first. I did that on a little bit of an Annie because it's stable, but let's throw this straight or level. Okay, see if I can get a birdie with my first claws ever. Yeah. Now, granted, it's a short hole, but still, don't take it away from me. A birdie's a birdie. All right. So birdie with the blue and a par with the yellow. All right, guys, tee-pad of hole 2. This one is, again, just an open shot out there. This one's 205 feet, so we're going to see how these guys do. I'll throw the blue one first again. Okay, I probably dropped just about right over the basket. I think I'm about, actually, I'm a little bit short. I kept a little bit lower, threw a little bit more power. Okay. Let's compare it with the Berg. And the Berg was short, and I feel like I threw it just as hard. So, yeah, that kind of makes sense then. So far, a 3 glide, it gets me to the basket where the Berg, you know, I feel like I kind of put a lot of power on it, or enough power on it, and I still didn't quite get there with it. So, so here's my 3 throws. I'm probably about 15 feet out with this blue one. Berg's maybe actually 20 feet out blue. Berg is 10 feet, 15. And then the yellow one is like 5 feet. So not so bad. Not too bad. Let's see if I can just put these in here. Okay. That'll work. And that was a tap in. So, okay, not bad. Again, pretty decent glide on these things. So I like that they say that it's a 3 glide because I feel like so far it is more glidey than the Berg. Point and shoot, that still feels about the same though. So not much fade on these at all, which is how they're intended to be. So I'm gonna go just kind of straight off up there. This hole is 220 feet. So again, I'm gonna try to throw just a level release, but off to the right, and see what kind of fade it gives me here. Okay, not much fade. Let's do this again. Looks pretty good. I might be short though, of course. That one's pretty good. All right, Let's throw the berg here. It's a little bit more of a Anhyzer release. All good though. Okay, remember this hole is about 220 feet. So throwing about the same power. My berg is about circle's edge here. Threw about the same power. And it makes sense that there's a one glide there. And then check out my claws. So 10 feet here. And then maybe 12 to 15 feet here. So not so bad. So far I like. Let's put these in. Ooh. You can't leave them low left or even left because plastic feels like it wants to just bounce off of anything metal. So you got to put it in right. All right, guys. So this is hole 1, 2, 3, 4. Hole 4. This one's actually, I think, the longest one here at this course. It's 334 feet. And it's really the only one that has any distance like that to it. But again, I'm going to throw both of these. This one, I don't throw 334 very easily, even with a good, control driver. So I can't really reach it ever, but we'll see how well these do. There's like a ditch that goes out there, maybe 270, 280 feet out, that goes down. And then the basket's kind of on the upside of that ditch. So obviously the goal here is going to be get it as close as I can. That thing went super straight, like it's supposed to do. Okay, here's the berg for comparison. It got a little bit more height on it. Did not go as far. I feel like I ripped on that one too, just as much as the first two. Okay, big difference in glide. That's cool. So obviously you saw my first one. This disc, literally it's like a Tupperware lid. So getting a good grip on it and having it fly far, obviously it's not going to do that. But so far it's been great for a good, like full power 220 foot throw. So far I like that, but we'll see. I did that one a little bit Annie, so went off to the right on that one, darn it. All right, guys, here's my disc right here. You can see the basket there. I'm not gonna throw the berg anymore. I had to throw them both just so that I could know like really how they compare, so I could give it a good kind of a review after I'm done with this. But I'm gonna do a throw in here. I'm calling it already. I'm gonna do a throw in. I'm gonna try to throw in from here with my blue, my 168 gram claw. Let's see. Oh, metal hit. That was very close. I barely had to put much power on that thing at all. And it just was glidey. I mean, this is a little bit downhill, so that explains a little bit, but hit basket. That was awesome. Okay, this is about circle's edge here. Oh, come on. Too much metal. This hole. I don't like it. They're supposed to go in. All right, for a tap-in disc, perfect. This is a perfect disc. For an approach disc, I'd say it's close to perfect. 150, 220, it's a great range to throw this disc and have it just go where you want. Trust the glide. All right, so here's hole 5. This one's 251 feet. It's actually right on the other side of that bush, so you can't see it. But hopefully you can see the flight of the disc. Let's do this. Start with the blue one. What did I say? 250. So this is a full power throw. Dang, not very good one. I'm gonna throw this one now with a Anhyzer release. We haven't really seen that yet, although you'll get a chance to on other holes still. Okay, I got my distance, 250. I'm just to the right on that hill up there. Not bad. You guys, when you're watching this, give me your thoughts. Tell me your opinion on it. If you've thrown it, did you like it? What did you like about it? I'm telling you, so far, there is definitely a reason to bag this disc. I gotta avoid all the mud right here. Again, it's a great point and shoot. If it's at all like the polecat, I know why people like the polecat. And seriously, it's definitely worth getting. And I think the polecats are super expensive. They got all hyped up, you know. They became a popular thing. I kick this tennis ball. Almost megged my 2 discs. The polecats got super popular and then became unavailable. So they became very expensive and again, popular. This, I think, see, we got my disc in here. This is so far probably the perfect replacement for that. The alternative, I mean, even replacement, huh? Okay, so I'm probably about 30 feet again, 30 feet out. I didn't quite get 250. I probably got 230 for my distance. Dang. No fade. That's better. Basket's over there more, and it's 261 feet. So actually, I'll throw this probably slight ante, but try to get some height on it so that it'll carry, I think. 260 is far probably for this disc, for my arm speed. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I'm in the circle. That's awesome. Let's do this again here. Kept that one a little bit lower, but I feel like I got it. Some good power. That one's going to be a tiny bit shorter. Good throws, though. Good disc. Like I'd putt with these, but I'd definitely approach with them. All right, this hole 7 is 180 feet. You're right in the circle, maybe 15 feet, maybe 10. I think I'm bullseye on these, dude, like one person. That's actually pretty accurate. One person will maybe watch this. Yeah, I'm like 8 feet on both of them. So definitely something to be proud of. So this was again 164 feet, I think. 164 feet with a Anhyzer. And it'll get you in bullseye. There should be no missing from here, even with this disc, even with this bouncy plastic. because you got to get that one dead center. All right, guys, we are on hole number 8 here at Freestone. This is a 215 foot. The basket is right over the hill there. You can barely see the top band. It's kind of hard to see it, but so that's where the basket is. I'm gonna throw these guys. That'd be sweet to get an ace, huh? How about that? Let's do that. Too far to the right. Okay, here's the slightly heavier plastic. Okay, that one I threw to the left, and because of that, I went OB. That sucks. Short and to the right on this one. All right, guys, here we are, hole number 9, the final hole. Actually, let me see how far this says. Okay, this one's saying it's a 212 foot dog leg left. The normal line here is a big high hyzer. So I'm gonna hyzer this thing and we'll see how it goes. Okay, high hyzer. If you guys can see those. Oh, that one I hit tree, dang it, I saw. Oh, and that other one did go long. Dang, both of these are OB. Anyway, I hit this tree and dropped right there. And this one I was just barely long, so. And around. All right, y'all. So I just finished my 9 holes here over at Freestone Park in Gilbert. Again, it's a pretty simple course. I feel like it's the perfect one to try these discs out. Here's my assessment on them. I do not want these for putting. And the only reason is, first of all, it's a weird feel if you're not used to putting with them, just because your finger's on the outside edge instead of kind of under a lip. But very doable. It's not the worst part about it. It's actually not a really bad part, but the worst part for me is that this plastic, this Tiger plastic, is pretty bouncy. It feels very rubbery. So when I hit chain, it was really quick to bounce out. One time I hit dead center and I think I hit the pole and it just bounced straight out. So it's a little bit of a bouncy plastic, too much for putting for me. But here's where this disc shines. As an approach disc, this thing is awesome. It's literally a point and shoot. You want to give it a little bit of hyzer, it'll go as much hyzer as you give it, but not at like a crazy fade flare at all. Like you don't get any of that. So you get the direction you throw it at, the angle you throw it at, you get that. What you didn't see me do, and I didn't do it, is throw this on an Anhyzer. So I'm not sure exactly how that would go. You know what? Why don't we do that? Let's just freaking do that right now. Let's throw an Anhyzer. I'm gonna throw this out there and on an Anhyzer, let's see what it does. Look at that, holding the line, holding the line. Okay, so by the time it hit ground level, it was like literally level, but then it went downhill, and so it had time to even fade out a tiny bit. Let's do it again. This is a little bit lighter weight. Put that way more Annie, and it didn't fight out at all. It literally held that, so that was cool. Okay, so my thoughts on these discs is they're a great disc for an approach game. I wouldn't putt with them personally. In fact, I know I won't putt with them. I have really good putters that I use. But I definitely would throw this in my bag for an approach disc. The Berg feels a little bit too weird. I honestly feel like it feels a little bit more weird than these. These feel a little bit more like a point and shoot disc should, because you got more of a boxy feel to it, which makes it feel like
it was more on purpose. Like it's more controllable, more controlled, more on purpose. To me, that sounds like point and shoot. It goes where you point it. The Berg is still a little bit, it's a point and shoot disc, but sometimes it gets that fade out. Sometimes, most of the time it doesn't. And it's got a 2 fade on it for the numbers, but those don't, you know, they don't always mean anything anyways. And I think with the Berg, it really is not super accurate. So people love the Berg, people love the polecat. Everybody should love this Yikun claws. Super good disc, great approach disc. Most of these holes out here were 170 or 150 up into, there was one that was like 330 or something like that. But most of them around the 200, 220, 180 to 220 range. And I think that's where this is a really good sweet spot for this disc. And that's in everybody's game. You know, you've got that approach distance in just about every course you go to, especially if you're scrambling. And boom, now you got a good disc for it. So definitely get you some of these, at least one, maybe two. Go on to, I've got a link in my bio for roguedisc.com, but use my link and they can track that, you know, you came through my video, which is awesome. But make sure you use my discount code of Jared10, Jared 10, and you'll get yourself 10% off. Get yourself one of these discs or any others. This concludes my my one disc challenge. Hopefully everybody liked the video. Let me know if you did. Let me know your thoughts on the disc. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one. I'm gonna go get these discs.